PGA Reach, the mission is to impact the lives of students through the community of golf.
Make sure out of all of this that you keep your eye on the ball.
PGA Reach is partnered with 4 organizations, Urban K-Life, St. Louis, Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and Hope Education. And so it's a matter of not coming into a community or neighborhood saying that we have the answers and we can fix this area. It's a matter of partnering with organizations who are already seeing success within the community, but just need a little extra help and a little bit more support.
My getting involved in this was to give kids an opportunity that I don't think they otherwise would be afforded. And we use golf as a kind of a hook, but it's really about education, because the problem with kids is idle time. And so we feel that the longer we can keep them in school and get them involved in something that would occupy their minds would hopefully produce better citizens.
We've learned that some of our students didn't have food. We learned that some of our students were abused. We've learned that some of our students were struggling with suicide. You have a lot of kids that go home and they have consistency in the streets. You consistently have the drug dealer out there trying to pull you. And so it's kind of like a tug of war with us in the program and the streets. And so we are giving them a place to belong, a place of acceptance. Alex was one of those kids where I didn't, kind of approach him to be a part of the program. I've learned that he had real struggles in his life, like being homeless several times and living in abandoned buildings and things of that nature.
I have been homeless multiple times, but life happens. You can't change the outcome of what's gonna happen.
I saw Alex in the hallway at the end of school and he wasn't doing anything and it didn't seem like he had anywhere to go. And I approached him, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing, just hanging around. And I was like, well, how come you're not a part of Reach, right? And so he was like, I don't know. I was like, come on, come hang out with us.
Before, I just sit in the back. I talk to nobody, and I wouldn't necessarily participate. But then as the program went on, I sat with other people, participated in the activities and stuff like that.
Alex reminds me a lot of my son. He's very computer savvy, kind of knows where he wants to go in life. And I think with the right connections and the right exposure, he'll be great in his field. And so I think that it's just a matter of exposing him to those people. Demetria is the personification of resilience. Very smart kid, honor roll student who wants to practice medicine. But she's had so many struggles that are way out of her control. It's amazing to have her fight and just claw and scratch through.
Me and my mom would get into it sometimes. We'd be in and out of our house and stuff, just, I don't know, a lot going on. Because when I was younger, I used to go about stuff the wrong way. I used to get physical. And when I started being with Jerome, he was telling me it's another way to handle situations rather than, be physical. And I don't think I would have none of these opportunities if I wasn't in the PGA Reach program. I think everybody deserves love. I don't want to be like how we was, me and my mama and my brothers and them. I don't want to be moving from house to house. I want to be stable and I just want to be able to say that I did it. I want to be happy.
When you talk about consistency, when you talk about partnership, we don't want you to feel that we're in it just for this amount of time. The commitment is there beyond the 2018 championship, beyond the 18th hole of golf. We are interested in you. We're interested in your life. And so because we're so interested in your life, we're gonna go beyond your 18th birthday and hopefully be invited to your wedding. Kayla has a glow about her. She is a great representation on the impact that the program has.
I never really pictured myself being something. My sophomore year, I got tested for dyslexia. That kind of gave me a little bit more anxiety, and it kind of put me into like a depressed feeling. After that, I ended up struggling with suicidal thoughts, and I was going to end my life just because I wasn't sure, I didn't know. But when I walked in that place, I just knew like I was home. At the beginning, they used relationship and communication, and it's kind of like what I needed in that time. I just needed somebody to love on me more than what my mother could, because she was suffering. I have to find a way to pass on what I have, which is love that I received from PGA.
When they see Kayla, they can see success. They can see someone who was at their same school, who went through some of the same stuff that they've gone through and are going through as high school students, and they will probably want to pick her brain of what did you experience? How does it feel to be a junior in college and all those things?
I want to be proud of the community in which I live, and I feel that it's being part of a team, which I've been all my life, and being a part of a team that helps your community get better is everything that I could ever ask for.
The impact that we have on these students will impact their families, their future families, and our community at large. That we will continue to see success stories of young men and young women who, despite the odds, will push through because they've had people in their lives that were consistent and consistently believed in them.
PGA is that diamond that you find in the sand full of rocks. I would just say thank you and I love you.